Alright folks, it's time to make some deer chili. First step is to grind up your deer. I've got a giant bag of pieces like this, and what I'm trying to do is get the leanest pieces, and then later I'll trim off this membrane that's still left on from when the deer was originally butchered. That stuff's kind of chewy, so I like to get off as much as I can. Here's a trick my buddy Brock told me. If you run onions through your grinder, or any vegetables, it'll clean it. Or at least make it easier to get the meat out of there. Alright, so this is my highly scientific deer chili recipe. So far we've got, I don't know, a couple pounds of deer meat ground up, and about 2 onions, one onion's ground up, 1 onion's chopped up, so 2.5 onions. I'm going to turn this on real low. Let it start heating up. Next, you want to throw in about I don't know, what is that, a pound or so of ground beef. You can use pork or ground beef. The trick to deer chili is you got to add something with fat in it, because deer is super lean. I like to dump a little beer in there. I like any kind of brown beer. Newcastle is one of my favorite beers to just drink when I don't have some craft beer. So we'll let that cook down for probably 30 minutes or so. Get it simmering and get the meat browned, and then we'll start adding spices and whatnot, and then add in chili beans, that kind of. So I've got a shitload of deer meat. I really have been eating a lot of it lately, and I don't really want to deal with it. So this is my leftover scraps for grinding. I'm just going to cook this in the oven and feed it to my dog. Alright, now that everything's looking a little brown here, I'm going to add about 5 jalapenos. Mix that shit up. And I'll probably add about 3 or 4 of these dehydrated ancho chilies. Alright, so here's your ancho chilies. I just cut them into strips. They're not even, you don't even really have to use them. They just add a little bit more heat to it. Alright, next you just want a couple cans of diced tomatoes. I just dumped the whole thing in. And then 1 can of chili beans. This is hot sauce. And then blend that shit up. And I got 1 can of mild chili beans. I don't blend these, just and then if it looks like it needs it, I'll put 1 more can of tomatoes in there, unblended. So I'll let that cook down for a while, like maybe an hour, and then if I think it needs something else, I might add some red pepper or chili powder or something like that. Alright folks, so I just tasted it. It's pretty good. I added some kosher salt, and now I'm going to add some chili powder, but it's pretty good, so